Hi, my name is Daniel, and I'm a DJ and MC here at EBE Talent. What originally got me in DJing is being a part of a live environment, getting the crowd going, high energy. You know, I love music. I love being a part of that environment. So DJ just felt natural to me. And then when I started about 10 years ago, I just fell in love with it. So here I am 10 years later, still having fun. To prepare for the event, it usually starts about 2 to 3 months in advance. Introduce myself a little more formally, get to know you, understand how you all met. What's your story? How did the love happen? All the nitty-gritty stuff to make sure that the day is your day. And then, day of, showtime. So that's when we have fun, and that's when we deliver on the product that you want. One song that gets people on the dance floor is definitely Flow Rider Low. Now, I love that because it's high energy, everybody knows it, and when you see grandma dropping to the floor, it's hilarious. And then from there, I like to segue into a little No Hands by Wale, and then Hotel Room Service. I know you asked me for one, but if I hit those 3 together, guaranteed your people will be on the dance floor rocking and going low, back to the hotel room service and everything. So I am a big fan of music requests because nobody knows the couple like their family and friends. If somebody comes up to me and asks for a song, I generally say I will put it on my prepare list and I will work it into the program if possible. Now, if it's something that is just off the beat, then I really question. I'll go to the bride and groom or my couple and ask, hey, how do you feel about this song? But generally, I'm open to music requests. I think they're awesome. It also engages the crowd because they feel like they can help curate the night. And then they're like, you know what? When I play that song, they feel special. Like, oh, he played my song. You see them smiling, glowing, and they're going and telling their friends, which invites them to come up and say maybe a song that they were thinking of that they haven't heard for a while. So it's bringing that moment to everybody in the crowd. So I like to keep myself open to music requests. How I would describe my music style is open format, high energy, and definitely leaning more towards the dancing side. I definitely like a high energy dance floor. I definitely like high energy music, and I definitely like a great time. A moment at a wedding or an event that still gives me chills to this day is that introduction for a couple. Just seeing them walking in a room, having the crowd cheer for them, goosebumps instantly. It gives me chills because the sensation, that feeling of them walking in for the first time together as a couple and everybody erupting, I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it because it's awesome. I love that feeling. I love everybody coming together for this union. And that's why I do it. Those moments like that where they walk home and they're like talking about it afterwards, reminiscing on the day. Those are the things I enjoy. And those are the things that give me chill about the big day. So my passions outside of entertainment industry revolve around a lot of community service oriented such. I work for a not-for-profit where I do a lot of before and after school programming for kids and youth in the community. A lot of outreach stuff with Special Olympics. I also volunteer as a firefighter for my local town. And then I am a coach. So I coach club volleyball, I coach high school, I work on skill development. So a lot of it is geared towards the youth because I 100% believe that tagline, the youth is the future, that's where we need to put a lot of our energy in. And that's what I do outside of this. So as much as I love the entertainment and being a DJ and an MC, I definitely have a passion for community involvement and youth development. One of the moments that really stands out to me is I did a wedding and the bride's father had passed away recently. Her brother stepped up and did the dance with her, with the bride. And the room stood up and you just saw tears sobbing because they were a part of that moment. Moments like those, they're authentic, they're unique. And just being a part of that will live with me forever because if I wasn't there, I would not have been able to experience that. Something people are surprised and learn about me as a DJ is how tall I am. You sit and you meet with these people on Zoom and then you walk in the room and then the next thing you know, the neck is tilted up. And it's like, wow, you're big, right? So being a big guy, 6'4", about 260, they're like, you're a lineman or a DJ, or are you security? So when I step behind the booth, they're like, oh, he's the DJ, which is awesome. So seeing the size of me in real time is definitely something surprises a lot of people. I'm Daniel, DJ and MC here at EBE Talent, and I can't wait to see you at your next event. Hope you're ready.